morning. Let's live life. All right, so today's story time. We're gonna get down to how I got to where I'm at today, everything that took place. So we're gonna skip straight towards we'll call it the end. So it's July 10th, 2014, and I just finished up a 10-year bid. I'm home. Take the bus, sergeant walks me out. He put me in a little truck. I got a box with my envelopes. I had my people bring me a change of clothes up there. So, I changed out the prison garments, and for the first time in 10 years, I got on street clothes, which I can still remember that feeling. That was a good feeling. So they take me from the place I'm at the time called Indian Creek, which is in Chesapeake, Virginia, to Hampton, which is where the bus station is. Now, I'm scared. I'm scared to death when I get on this bus. I don't know anything. Technology's changed. It's been 10 years. The world as I knew it is gone. We get on the bus. Bus takes me to Richmond. I get off, and the woman that is now my wife was there waiting on me. She picks me up. First thing we do is we go to my mom's house. Haven't hugged mom in a long time. I need to see mom. So, see mom, we cry. We get all that out the way. Some other family members come by. We all hang out, catch up. I had a couple friends that I left behind in there. I promised, I put money on the phone so we could talk and I could let them know what's going on out here. I did that immediately. I'm true to my word. If I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. I'm not gonna bullshit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just because I left don't mean that I forgot about you or that you guys don't exist no more. Shout out to everybody that's still in there, man. So I talked to them, and at this point, I'm pretty much like I'm freaking out. Like, it's a lot to take in. Everybody's in my face. Everybody's really close to me, and I don't even know, from moment to moment what I'm gonna do. So my brother-in-law, this is my sister's husband, DJ, they live in a trailer park. He tells me, hey, you can stay in the back bedroom. I'll see if I can get you a job working with me. It's not going to pay much, but it's something. So the following day, I go to work. And I'm working for this place called Pope Floors. Shout out to Michael Pope for not giving me that raise. That's going to play a major part in the story right here. So I go and I'm doing floors. I'm making like $10 an hour, getting paid every 2 weeks. It's ridiculous. There's no money, man. I'm bringing like $300-400 home every 2 weeks. I'm a 30-some-year-old grown man. I can't eat off that. I can't live off that. I'm never gonna get out and get on my own. So one thing I did pick up, aside from all the different trades I caught while I was in prison, was tattooing. I was the tattoo man. I slung that ink. I was good with it. So as soon as I get out, I've got my equipment, everything set up, waiting on me. So I start running that gun. People see that I can tattoo, so that helps me make a little extra money. Fast forward, we're 7-8 months down the road now. I'm no longer living with my sister. Now I'm living on Broad Rock out in Richmond. And the house we're living in, nice house, shitty neighborhood. Like, I remember the first time, my wife ever heard gunshots. She's like, oh, fireworks. No, those are gunshots. Get in the house. So I knew I had to do something. I've now got custody of my son at this time. And he was 2 when I left, 12 when I came home. I wasn't out 4 months, and I got my own place, got my son in with me. Now, at making the amount of money I was making, it wasn't easy. I had to save just to get into this little house. So I know I'm not making enough money. I cannot pay the bills with what I'm doing. I'm tattooing at night. I'm going to the projects and doing these tattoo parties. I'm going wherever the money calls. I'm not caught up in nothing illegal. I'm not doing nothing illegal. I'm just a man that's trying to support his family. So from 7 in the morning till 4:30 every day, I'm installing floors. I'm on my hands and knees. I'm busting my ass. My back hurts. My knees are sore. Then I'll come home, spend a little time with the family, and boom, I'm out the door with my backpack on. I'm going to tattoo. We have to pay the bills. I got to find a way to make more money, without doing anything illegal. We come home one day, and there's a body out front. The wife sees it, my son sees it. What's that? Don't look at that, don't look at that. Somebody had killed somebody up the street, drove by our house, and just tossed him out in the front yard. So right then and there, I know we have got to move. We got to go. We got to get out of here. I talked to my boss and I said, look, man, this isn't enough money. Please help me out, man. I need more money. I'm worth more money. I'm good at what I do. I'm smoking, a lot of these dudes that you got working for, you've been here for years, I'm smoking them when it comes to this flooring stuff. Give me more money. Oh, Jay, you got to get a license. You got to get a license. Without a license, I can't do anything for you. Okay. I'm rolling ASAP. Prior to, being sent away, I had caught a DUI. And the DUI comes with an, indefinite suspension. You're going to do ASAP. You're going to pay them people their money. You're going to jump through the hoops. I did that. I saved up tattoo money, put the money down on ASAP, went to class. I get my license back. I come in, I tell the man, hey, good morning. Let me talk to you real quick if you don't mind. Yeah, no problem. What's going on? I got my license back. I'm excited to tell this man this. Not only is it like a major achievement in my life, I'd never had a license. So to tell him, hey, I got a license, felt good. And I'm thinking he's going to give me a couple more dollars, hourly, so that I can better take care of my family. I can be home more. I don't have to be out here in these projects tattooing or, in these shady ass spots tattooing or working, all these overtime hours just to try to make average amounts of money. Holler at me in a couple days. Holler at you in a couple days. He shuns me off. Cool. I walk out the office. Come Friday, there's no raise on my check. I go in there. Hey man, can I talk to you about my check? Oh, I'm busy right now. I'm on the phone. I can't talk right now. The man wasn't busy. He was just trying to shoo me off. I said, okay. So I go outside, and prior to this, I was also doing work at this farm out in Powhatan for this lady named Helen that runs a nonprofit organization for disabled children called Mesa Vista. Check her out. She's an awesome woman. So she was paying me like $10 an hour on Saturdays and Sundays to just be a farm hand. I didn't know a thing about farms, but I'm good with my hands. I know how to build and how to mend fences. I can drive equipment. So I was, that was how I made my extra money. Well, she had told me, when you get your license, Jay, you could take the Mercedes. She had this older but beautiful drop-top Mercedes, and she kept her word. So I've been driving the Mercedes that week back and forth to work. Man didn't give me a raise. Walked outside. I told everybody I'm quitting. They're like, you're quitting? You're tripping. You can't quit. You got a family at home. I said, yeah, something's going to happen, man. I'll pray on it. I'll make something happen, man. But I can't do this, man. You can't just carry me. I have to be able to take care of my family. I get in the car, drop the top. I'll peel out. That night I get home, our kitchen sink is leaking. So I call the rent lady. She sends a guy over. This guy don't know what the hell he's doing. Like he messed shit up worse than he ever came close to fixing it. So I said, look, man, step back. Let me take care of it. I shouldn't have called anybody. I live here. I'll fix it. I call her up. I tell her, look, not talking bad on dude. It's not my thing. If you need anything done on the house from here on out, I'll do it. We'll just fix it on the rent. She's like, you fix houses? I'm like, yeah, I pretty much fix anything. She's like, all right, well, I'll keep that in mind. So mind you now, I've quit my job. I'm now going to rely on tattooing full time. I'm going to, find side work. I'm going to make something shake. She sends me to the first house. Can you flip this house for me? And I'm like, what do you mean flip? She's like, it needs paint, carpet, some carpentry, basic things. Yeah, I can do that. Give her a great price on it. I do the house in like 3 days, myself. It would have took a 4-man crew, probably a week, but I was so hungry and eager, and I wanted to show people what I could do that, I busted ass. I'm talking, I remember I worked 27 hours straight, slept on the floor for 2 hours, got up, went right back at it. So she cuts me that check. Right then and there, I knew like something, this is going to be what it is. All that schooling I took while I was gone, the trades I have, all the years I worked before going away, this is about to be something. So I got that check, I paid the rent, paid a portion of the electric bill, and I sat down that night and I prayed. Now, I'm not a guy that goes to church a lot. I think I've been to church twice since I've been out. But I do have faith. I think we all should have faith in something, whether it's God or, whatever. You got to have faith in something. So that night, I sat down and prayed, and I said, yo, God, I need your help, man. I don't ask you for anything. And I'm not asking you for anything now. I don't want any handouts. Just show me the way. Guide me, and I'll do what I'm supposed to do. I got this family to feed, God. Don't let me fail them, please, please. And in the back of my mind, I'm getting scared now because I'm like, am I going to have to go back to doing what I used to do to get this money? I can't let my family be in the streets. So I sat down that night, and, I'm good at speaking. I'm very good at, writing. I'm articulate. So I posted a Craigslist ad. It was probably 2 paragraphs. And it pretty much went along the lines of, you buy them, I'll flip them. We both make money. You can cut all these other contractors out the way. If you're an investor, I'm your guy. Get at me. A day goes by, I don't hear anything. I'm steady tattooing. Not making a ton of money, but it's putting food on the table. Week goes by, I still don't hear anything. I get a ding on my phone. Somebody hit me on, the Craigslist ad. So I look down, open the message and read it. Man says he'd like to meet with me. I got antsy, but I'm not going to say I got all super excited because, I'm used to, being let down on things. So I said, you know what? Let me go see what's up with this. The lady Helen I mentioned, I was doing some work for her that day. And so I had her truck. And I was pulling a small Bobcat behind me. I went to the job site and I met this man. I gave him a phenomenal price. When I mean phenomenal, like there was so much work to be done at this house. I should have charged him 10 times what I charged him, but I needed to get my foot in the door. My thought process wasn't greed. It was make an honest living, charge an honest rate, and, survive. We agree on the price. I start the work immediately. Just like the last job, boom, 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 I knock it out. Man cuts my check. I don't hear anything for about a week, and I'm like, damn, man, I might have messed up. I might need to call Michael Poe back. I might need to go back doing floors because, it was a nice thought and all. It's not going to happen. So I hit the man up. I said, look, you can't keep me busy. And I'm not getting any more, real responses. So I'm just going to go back to what I was doing. No, don't do that. He said, you obviously don't know who I am. And at the time, I didn't. I knew he was a lawyer, and I knew he did real estate. But I didn't know like the level of who he was. He was trying to feel me out. He had been jerked around and screwed over that, he wasn't going to seem too ready to jump, both feet in. So he tells me, stick with me. This is what I do. Throws another house to me. So this continues. This goes on for a good 5 or 6 months. And now I've got 2 guys working for me, but I don't know how to price these jobs. There are weeks, I'm not coming home with any money. My guys are making $800,000, $900,000, and here I walk through the door with $140 because I priced the job wrong. The wife looks at me, she's like, what are you doing? You're gonna put us in the streets with this crazy dream you've got. What are you doing? I told her, bear with me. Just bear with me. I'm gonna get it right. Trust me, you have to trust me. Trust in God. We're gonna be okay. Bear with me. I started doing more research, looking into pricing and what things cost and the rate of things here in Virginia. And I got a scale system down to what I would charge for things. And it would be 25% cheaper than any other contractor out here because I need the work. I don't want to, be too expensive, but I don't want to be the cheapest either. I got to find a midway. I start sending these invoices in, and now I've got different investors. When I mean different investors, I've got word of mouth. This guy's told this person about me. This guy's told this person about me. That guy told this woman. So now my phone's starting to hit. And I mean, like, I'm getting hit up to where me and these 2 guys are pushing 80 hours a week. I got the numbers right, started learning how to do the invoices, and the money just started coming in. I remember the first time I walked through the door, the lights were actually about to get cut off in the house. And we were all stressed. And I knew when I got it right, everything would be what I thought it should be. So I walked through the door, and that week I made $3 grand. And I earned that money, you know. And like I said, I worked 80 some hours. I do it all. And I threw the money on the table, and she just looked at me like, what is this? Have you paid the guys? And I'm like, that's ours. That's company money. And she just, you know, we kind of just broke down for a minute because we couldn't believe this was happening. So fast forward to today, I no longer live in that shitty neighborhood. You know, we live in a tri-level house. We've got 4 trucks, 3 cars. I now have a 2-year-old son. I didn't give up. You know, I still, to this day, when I should give up, I won't give up. I can't give up. You know, there's no future in giving up. You have to figure out what it is you want to do and stick to it and follow it. And that's what I've continued to do. I don't even advertise. That man I spoke about in the beginning, you know, I still deal with him to this day. I do a lot of business with him to this day. I deal with his family members. I deal with friends of his. And then I have a whole group of investors outside of him that I've networked out and found on my own, or others have sent to me. And, you know, so if this is drawn out or boring, it wasn't meant to be exciting. You know, it's just the facts of the matter. What I'm trying to get at is, if this is what you want to do, you want to do better, do better. Don't let nobody tell you you can't. And don't be your own worst enemy, man. When I broke down and I was just ready to give up and I didn't know what else to do, all I could do was stay at it. You know, I haven't tattooed now in years. We live a good life, you know. I'm in my truck. I call this truck Big Baby. It's my F-250 sitting on 38s. Got a Marquis some 24s, BMW 528i, you know, and a list of other trucks. And it's all because I didn't stop. I didn't give up. It's not the complexion of my skin. It's not my looks. It's me. It's how I come across to people. It's how I carry myself. A lot of people say the tattoos, oh, how do you, yeah, I'm covered, you know, I'm covered. How do you, you know, people don't judge, no, they don't judge me. I'm trustworthy. My character speaks for itself. And that's why I'm able to live life. Hope y'all enjoyed. Next time I try to spice up a little bit, not have it so boring, but that's what it is. Y'all enjoy y'all's day. Salute.